Hello everyone. In this session we will discuss about the introduction of law which is applicable by in the Pakistan, and we will discuss about the importance of law, and next we will define different categories of law, classification of different types of law, which is probability of the mostly 8 major types of different laws. So the first we will discuss about the law. Basically law is the rules and regulation, only rules and regulations set by the state and conduct by the individual and businesses and organizations. So basically the rules and regulation set by societies, set by states, and governing and regulate to maintain a peace, to maintain a society, to well-being, to proceeding for the peace of the societies, peace of the humanities. So this is the basic concept to maintain a peace. This is the basic fundamental things. Rules, regulations are set by government and state. That is the simple. We say that the law is set by the governed bodies and state. State means that the government of Pakistan. That's the set by the rules and regulations, and that rules and regulation followed by the individual and organizations and businesses. So this is the law. What is the importance of law? So basically 4 things which is important to create a law. First thing, to establishing a standards. Standards means the quality of persons, quality of, for suppose once the rule of traffic laws, the rule of traffic laws, for suppose 120 speed, you have to maintain speed no exceed limit of 120. This is a standard. That standard set by the government, state, and enforcement by the different department, different institutions, which is government institution. Traffic laws has made by the government. So this is a standard. So first we importance of the establishing standards, and second thing, the maintaining order, maintaining peace, law and order, which is law is establishing by government and to followed by the peoples. So basically things is that can maintain order. For suppose sometimes have uncertainty created by the different situation, for the different political parties have create a uncertain situation, and so the government have authority to maintain order, rule and law, to apply different articles and different regulations of law which is set by the government of Pakistan. So the second importance to maintain a rule of law and maintain order, maintain a situation which is created by the peoples and that is against by the law, and different articles, different standards have already have defined by law, and government of Pakistan has to approved by different institutions to deliver the rights and powers that institutions like police have maintained an order. For suppose 144, its article is emergency articles. Once any situation create uncertainty, the government of Pakistan and Ministry of Defense have authority to apply the 144 article, and emergency have created, and to maintain, the purpose is to maintain the peace and maintain the situation, to handle and tackle that situation. So that, and third thing is, the importance of law is to resolve the disputes. For suppose disputes among different parties, for suppose business community have different disputes, conflicts among them, buying and selling different goods during the conflicts created. Any of the examples, disputes among the different political parties, different situations. So the law is to create, to resolve the disputes. Law is to helping for the resolving disputes among the peoples, among the societies, among the cities, among the different regions, cities, capitals, different province have any of the disputes and different subject matters. So this is the importance of the law. Another thing is, the fourth thing is to be maintain peace. This is the main thing, is to be maintain peace. That is the very, very important. Always being a society, being a members, we have duty to maintain peace. If we are not maintain a peace, so government have authority, law have authority to maintain peace. So this is the importance of law. And if the liberties, the word is liberties and rights. It is the liberty means freedom of speech. This is the importance of things. The everyone have can liberty, everyone have rights, like a women empowerment have rights. Women have rights to consider the law have created by the organizations, business, individuals have rights. So the both genders equality have both gender equality, men and women have rights, have different rights. Women have rights to freedom of speech. Women have rights to gain education, to get education, and women have rights to participate in political situation in Pakistan. So that's the rules to maintain rights for everyone, for both genders, male and females. Women have rights to apply the jobs. Everyone have rights. Minorities have rights. So that's liberties have created by that's a law have created to freedom of your speech, and everyone have free from any uncertain situation and create by the wrong positions. So the government have right to conduct that law and enforce by the court, which is create different level of court, sessional court, high court, and supreme court have top authority of state and supreme authority of Pakistan. So that's the importance of law. And next we will moving on discuss the classifications of law. So the different types of laws are classification in different categories. So mostly the major 8 categories we will define in this section, and that's categories and types of which is one has different meaning and different importance. So the first type is imperative law. The imperative law is including 3 things: the rule of imperative law, the general rules applicable for all the people, one thing. Second thing is behind authority to conduct these laws, like religions and belief systems, norms and values set by the religions. And third thing is to authority of superior power, authority of executive, like PM, House, Prime Minister of Pakistan and government of Pakistan have authority to enforcement by this law. So 3 things are including in this type. If the 2 things exist and any of one thing is missing, so it is not considered the imperative law. So 3 things is important, that 3 things are available and consider any of the situation which is classified the imperative law, like the Company Ordinance 1984, which is law. Company Ordinance 1984, which is created by law, which is the memorandum of expression. Like examples, the company have registered, create a memorandum of speech, memorandum of article and association, and it is the law to required by law to disclose the financial statement. So this is the examples of imperative law. That is the 3 things are applicable in this situation. For suppose the company have private limited or public limited have required by the, if the company registered, so required by the financial statement has disclosed for the public. So this is the legally authority of superior power and applicable for all the companies. This is the general rule. One thing is applicable, and second thing is authority have to the superior power and legally enforcement by the state, and legally required by the financial statement must be the disclosed. So that the third thing is the religions. So the religions perspective have why financial statement have disclosed to protect the investor rights. The investor and investor have rights, investor protections have religions have given to authority, religions have given to morality to everyone, and everyone can invest in other companies or purchasing shares to have a right to protect that money. So that's a religion's perspective as applicable in this situation. So this is the imperative law. So 3 things are mainly applicable in imperative, which is classified imperative law. One thing is general rule acceptable for all the people, and second thing authority of behind authority for the religions and behind authority by the state of the government, and have authority to enforcement by the law. So that's the law is classified for the imperative law. And the second thing is the law is the physical or scientific law. So physical or scientific law is the Another type of law sometimes have telling a scientific law or physical law. So both are the same things. So scientific law is the make a scientific condition like Newton law. So once the scientific law is broken, so that law is seasoned and create another law. While comparing civil law is once broken and does not law is closed, remain law is applicable. So the difference is scientific law and civil law. Scientific law is the scientific research. Once scientists have researched 100 years before, and another scientist has researched in this proved that previous research to be failed. So if the another scientist have proved with scientific results, so the previous law is ceases and closed off and to be broken. So next another law is to be the created by the new scientist. So this is the scientific law. For suppose Newton law, if the another scientist has challenged and against Newton law, and he has to be the proved from the scientific research and scientific method. And if the scientific method have proved Newton law has to be wrong and rejected. So if the proved, so that law will be the conceived and closed. So next scientists have if the proved, if not proved, though scientific law is not broken. So that's the difference from civil law and scientific law. So another law is the after the scientific law is completed, we will discuss in the first imperative law, and second discuss in the physical or scientific law, and third type of law is classified for the natural or moral law. Natural law means it is conducted by the universe. It is automatically applicable for the universe phenomena. This is the universal phenomena like sunrise in morning daily, day to day have universal activities has automatically done by the universal and God. This is belief and religious belief, and all have human belief to have God created this day of everyone. So this is a universal law. And second things to compare universal or moral law. The moral law is to be the behaviors of one's individual behaviors. Like moral law, we have to create a honesty, create a better environment. This is a moral law, and that moral law is enforcement by the law to create honesty, to not deceive another person, to not discourage for the peoples, to helping others, or that's a moral law. And that moral law is created by the own persons, and everyone have a behavior. That's law enforced by the state have authority. So we are discussing at most three types of law. One is a imperative law, and second is we will physical or scientific law, and third we will discuss the natural or moral law. So the fourth thing is the conventional law. Conventional law is dividing in two categories. So The first category is conventional law is created by the states. Like two parties have contract each others, and two parties have consent each others. This contract is to be applicable. Like Contract Act 1872 have contract. So this is contract have provide a guidelines by the buyer and seller have to be a procedure, plan and guidelines. Each and every steps have consent each others. That is the conventional law, and this is conventional law is regulate and enforcement by the government of Pakistan, state of the country. That is the conventional law. So another type of the conventional law which is created by the two parties themselves and created by the own rules, like games, sports. The rules are set by two parties among the consent. That is not set by the government of Pakistan. That is not cricket, like cricket rules regulation. That's the rules of laws. That is not set by the government of Pakistan. That is not set by any state of the country. That is ruled set by the two parties, which is two parties involving in this circumstances, in this situation, in this competitions. Like we are the created that laws among two parties consent. If the contract, if the consent of two parties between agent of government and enforcement by the government of Pakistan, and have right to state to applicable for the two parties, have that rules had applicable for the both parties, and that is law and rules created by the government. And this is a conventional law is the first thing, and second thing is that law is created by own parties, and that parties have own consent among themselves. That is the second type. So this is the conventional law. So we are discussing four basically types of the first type is the imperative law, second type is the physical or scientific law, and third one thing is discuss we will natural or moral law, and fourth one we will discuss the conventional law. After fourth and fifth type of the customary law. The customary law, this is the law in case of the created by the habitually majority of the persons. Like this is the law is conducted by the previous past period, long time, long duration of past period, and this is law by the acting in different cultures, and majority of person has followed. Like example of this customary law, like the marriage culture of different societies have different rules and regulate set by the different societies. Like Sindhi culture is different, and Sindhi people are different rules, regulations. Basically that customary law is followed by the mostly rural areas. Mostly this law is not followed by the urban countries. So urban countries not have majority. So basically rural areas have majority to follow this rule, and they have set by the own rules, and that rules is creating to generation, and that type of the law is classified the customary law. Like marriage is different rules by the Sindhi culture, and we will go further. And other culture like Punjabi have different rules, and Pashtun and different culture have different rules, and that's a rules conducting in the own perceptions, own norms, own values, and different societies had different environments, different societies had different norms, different beliefs, different have a adopt a different culture. So the majority of people have considered each in deciding this rules regulation followed by all the people surrounding uh, this areas and this society. They followed all the rules of regulation which is set by the rural areas of the societies and on own culture. So this is called the classifier, which is customary law. This is the fifth type of law. So another law is the we will discuss is the international law. International law is considered is a broad term. International law is among two countries. Between two countries have disputes, conflicts. Have international law have defined as a which is two different categories. One is the conventional international law. Conventional international law is a considered as a different two countries have create a consent among each contract, like Geneva Convention. This is a written and express contract signed among two countries, and two countries have consent, and two countries have decide that is the rules, that is regulation which is among two countries. Like India, Pakistan have both of the signed contracts, which is the conventional international conventional law, which is set by the water disputes, different treaty uh, contract signed by the Pakistan and India. So this is called the international law, and this is considered a conventional law. Second type of the law is the international customary law. The customary law, which is very important. So the international customary law is the implied among those countries and conduct long duration, which is the own culture. Like Kashmir and Pakistan have disputes among India, Pakistan. So this is a customary law, and we will always against for the India the matter of the Kashmir. So we will saying that the Kashmir is a part of Pakistan, and this is the implied consent. This is the long duration of conducting long duration, which is 75 years, which is Independent Day of 1947. During still today, we will fight the Kashmir is the part of Pakistan and not part of the India. So this is the international customary law. We will never define. We will never define in written, and we will implied with the implied means the behavior of your language, body language. We will define that the enemies of your Pakistan. India is enemy. India is an enemy of Pakistan because they rule of the Jammu and Kashmir. This is against of Constitution of Pakistan, and Constitution of Pakistan have defined the Kashmir as a part of Pakistan, and the majority of the Muslim majority. So this is the another we defined example. That's the Kashmir is another major issue and more discussed in other videos. So this is the international customary law. So we will discuss customary law, international law, and another type of the 7 type practical or technical law. Practical or technical law is the shows by the name. The practical means different manufacture sector, different skills, and different photographer skills and other skills. Generally, any technical skills, any technical worked enforced by the different organization, different sector. This is the practical or technical law. And at last type of the 8 types, which is the civil law. Civil law means the which is civil law is the state of law, which is Constitution 1973 is created by the uh, Pakistan, Shahid Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. This is the civil law, and including a sub part of civil law, which is land law, which is liar law, which is court law, and that is the all of the civil laws, part of the civil laws, court laws, liar laws, and state laws, land laws, and more of the examples. This is classified for the civil law. So we will discuss 8 type of different laws. So we will recap. First one is the imperative law, and which is including in 3 substitutions must be exist. Then we will classify for the imperative law. One was the general rule, and second thing is the authority, which is led by the religions, and third one authority by the state or superior power have authority to enforce. 3 things are existed to classify for the imperative law. And second thing is the physical law. Physical and natural both are the same. Natural law or scientific law or physical law are both same thing. So next we will discuss about that natural law or moral law, and fourth one decided in discuss conventional law, and fifth one we will discuss customary law, and sixth one international law, and seventh we will discuss the practical or technical law, and eighth one is the civil law. We will discuss all the different types of laws and types we will discuss in this videos, definitions, importance of law. So thank you so much. You are watching this video, and like this video, and subscribe my channel, and share another people's video to helping other people's and my community. Thank you so much.